Welcome back to Brother, Sister, Whatever, the micro podcast where siblings tackle the messy parts of modern adult life in under 15 minutes. Today, we are jumping into a debate that somehow never dies. Who should pay on the first date? Let's get into it.
Okay.
Mhm, mhm.
Who should pay on the first date?
Yeah, who should pay? What is there like a new rule, like a modern day rule for that?
I mean, I have a modern day rule.
Okay, what is it?
I think it should be whoever asked the person out.
Yeah,
You
if you
know?
ask, you pay.
I don't know, I guess. I think there's a mutual thing too though. Like even someone who does ask when they go and I'd be willing to pay.
Yeah,
Sometimes the other person might be like, no, like,
of course.
so like
I think don't you kind of want to find somebody? Don't you kind of want to go on a date with somebody that would be like that? Like, no, I can pay, or that at least offers, right?
yeah, I like the offer.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, I think that whoever asked
Yeah.
for the date is the one who pays.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my opinion.
So have you ever had somebody ask you out on a date and pay?
No.
Have you ever had somebody ask you out on a date?
God, I don't even know. I'd have to like think back.
You have to think back.
Um,
Well,
No.
well, okay, so then I guess this is hypothetical in your mind, eh?
Absolutely.
I think, but also here's my question. Like, would that also apply to different kinds of relationships? Like, let's say friendships. Not even so much first date, but like, would that also apply? Like, if I'm inviting my girlfriend out for coffee or for dinner, let's grab something to eat and catch up. Would that qualify as the
No.
same kind of thing?
I don't think so.
No, it's different.
I think it's different.
Why?
I mean, I would probably still offer anyways.
Okay.
Because it's just how I am.
Yeah.
But I think just because like if you're asking someone to go on a date with you, I don't know, maybe it's
like different intentions.
Yeah, maybe it's like a childhood trauma thing or something. I just feel like because you're asking for something,
Yeah.
like you also kind of have to like give something, I guess,
Okay. So
versus
you're
like
asking
a
for
friend,
that-
a friend, you're just kind of like, hey, you want to go catch up? It's like I'm not really like asking you for something,
True.
Like
it's already a mutual.
Yeah, it's like more of like a
vibe.
mutual thing.
Okay.
It's like if yes, that's how I look at it.
Interesting.
You?
Well, I remember, I'm old enough to remember that a time where it was quite rare for a girl to ask out a boy. It was like just up and coming,
I remember
mean?
that
Like
because
just up and coming.
I feel like it was just up and coming when I was a teen.
Yeah.
So
it was very like it was almost like you were too forward if you did that.
Yeah.
But that's not the question. The question is if you would pay. But I didn't really experience having to ask somebody out on a first date anyway. So I didn't pay. But when I met my husband, I actually asked him out first for the first date. And there was just like we each came to, like, without even having discussed it, we each kind of came in and like, I did pay for his movie ticket because we went to go see a movie. But he paid, like, he bought the popcorn. And like, I didn't have to ask him for that. He was like, no, I'll get the snacks, like whatever. So I think it's still a small form of conversation between the two adults, but I don't think it has to be that like big of a deal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think it's a big deal, but I think it's like, or I think it's a big deal to some.
I'm sure it is. I think you have to come prepared, Josh. I think you have to come prepared. Like, I asked him out. I was prepared to pay for everything. As
Mhm.
broke ass as I was at the time, right? I was prepared. I was like, well, I asked him, like, you know what I mean? So I did have that in my brain,
Mhm.
but I wasn't going to be like if he had said to me, like, you're paying, right? I think I would have been like, and this is going to be the last time that I see you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I think there's something very like unattractive about that
for sure.
aspect of it. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like, I don't feel either way about it. I just think if you are open to it and come prepared for either option, and at least as long as you're having fun, it
Mhm.
shouldn't really matter.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think there's some though that are like, oh no, like y- you have to pay for sure.
Some now, do you think that some is more female or more male
Well, I don't. I mean, I can only talk from my point of view,
experience? Yeah,
right? I mean, definitely, I think that it comes from women more than men.
that women expect the man to pay.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Shit.
So, I mean, I remember back in the day when we would go like clubbing. I mean, for the most part, I remember a lot of like the girlfriends we hung out with,
Mm-hmm.
like, they pretty much drank for free. You know, like they, it was pretty much
That's
like
true. Yeah.
they would just show up, you know, and that was all they had to do. They would basically drink for free,
Yeah.
you know. So a lot of
But that
guys would just
comes
be
with
like, I don't know if that's a thing anymore. If
no,
guys just
no.
go and buy drinks for girls, like in clubs and stuff,
I don't think so.
because that was a thing.
It was absolutely a thing. But here's, as a woman that was on the receiving end of that scenario, I certainly had guys buying me drinks, but there's an expectation with that too,
Well, yeah,
right?
of course. There's always an
There's always
expectation.
an expectation with that. And then you learn really fucking quick, I don't really want the drinks, not fucking worth it.
Hmm.
I'll pay the $6 for my vodka tonic, thanks.
Yeah,
You know? So
yeah.
I think that's why you don't see it as much anymore.
Okay.
It's by no means obsolete.
Mm.
There it still happens. But I think you see women less willing to accept the free drink.
Interesting.
But when was the last time I was in a bar with a girl, with my girlfriends, where I was in a situation where
Same.
somebody, quite a few years. So if we're wrong, please let us know. It'd be interesting to hear what the today scenario is. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is a good one. Is paying a gesture or a power move?
I mean, I think it's a gesture,
I think so too.
you know.
But I can also see how some people could look at it as a power move.
Well, yeah, you don't even have to, doesn't even have to be dating.
No, it could be anything
Could
in
be
regards
anything.
to.
I've had someone buy something for me and then it turns into, oh, you motherfucker, you know, I did this for you. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't ask you to do that for me. You
Mhm.
just did it. So now you're saying because I'm not doing whatever you want me to do right now, all of a sudden now I owe you, right? So, unfortunately, those were the type of friends I had growing up, you know, or at least some of them. I had some good friends, but they were rare, you know. So, yeah, I mean, so there's always, I think, there's some people out there you get to know pretty quick, and it's power moves through everything, you know. Probably my most recent friend, like the past few years, you know,
Yeah.
100%. Everything about the situation was always about a power move. Like, what can I get from him later, you know, kind of thing. So, and you don't see it right away though, right? You only see it like, in hindsight.
In hindsight, yeah, maybe.
So,
Gosh, like I don't know. Like I don't know what it is about about I've never encountered friendships where there were power moves. I'm trying to think. That's shitty. Like you would think there are certainly things that can go wrong in any friendship, but you would think that friendships would be a hell of a lot more easier than
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's shitty.
Yeah. What's the worst first date bill experience you've ever had?
A worst first date bill experience. Oh, okay. Okay. This was actually my worst first date ever. Okay.
Okay.
And I made him pay for. I actually like left, and he
Oh
was
my.
stuck. He was stuck with the bill. Granted, it was like a coffee shop, so it was
Okay.
hardly anything, whatever. But I was just so disgusted.
Oh
I
God.
had to leave.
Jeez.
And I didn't even some people like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom as they gently, like, I was just like, you're fucking weird, and I left. I'm like, there's no.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there was just, he was just weird. He actually asked me. It was a blind date, right? Okay, it was a blind date, and I got there, whatever, and it was pleasant enough. But then he started, it was like literally, I said my name, and like, actually, sorry, he knew my name, but I was just like, I was telling him about where I worked. Like, it was the first 3 minutes of our conversation. And he asked he's like, I have a couple of questions for you. I just want to make sure, and then he was like, you're not in therapy. Like, what kind of fetishes are you into? Like really just very like very distinct, succinct, like, questions that you're like, ooh, somebody really fucked with you at one point, right? That you would have these very clear, like, questions in mind, but they were almost like rude and just
Well, yeah.
So
it's not a
like,
first
okay, well,
date question.
No, I was like, all right, well, like, bye.
First date question is like, what's your favorite fucking color?
What kind of movies do you like?
Shit, man.
That kind of
Jeez.
shit. Anyway, so yeah, that was my worst first date. It had nothing to do with the bill, but I did leave him with it. All right, let's move on to this or that. Okay, Josh?
Sounds good.
Okay. So, I'll start. Do you want to would you pick fancy dinner or casual coffee? Think first dates, eh?
First dates? Casual coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lunch date, even better. A lunch coffee.
Talk deep or stay surface?
For a first date, stay surface.
Okay.
Yeah. Red flag spotting or romantic optimism?
Red flag spotting. Yeah, for sure. You pay or they pay?
Like I said, I come prepared for either one.
It's this or that.
I'll pay.
Okay.
Yeah. Last one. Walk date or a drink date?
Walk date is fine.
Yeah, it's nice, except not in the winter.
No. I'll walk on the treadmill in the winter.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll do a gym date. I'll walk on the treadmill.
How does that work?
I don't know.
How would that work, though? I'm not saying it's not a bad idea. I'm just saying, how would that work?
Oh, you just walk on the treadmill and talk.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a conventional day in the gym for me. Like, usually it's weights and stuff, but
Yeah.
still, I would do that. Why not?
That's pretty cool, actually. Hey, why not? I've never heard of a gym date.
And then get a protein shake.
Now, would you pay for the protein shake?
Absolutely not. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, sure, I'd pay for the protein shake, whatever.
Shit, man, those protein shakes are fucking expensive. You better pay for it. Jesus.
It's fine.
All right. Well, that's where we stand. So now it is your turn. Who should pay on a first date in 2026? Are we going Dutch, sticking to tradition, or doing whatever feels right in the moment? Tell us your takes in the comments, and we will see you next Thursday for another episode of Brother, Sister, Whatever.
Have a good one.
Bye.